What's up, you guys? So, big news. I got this thing up and running. I know it sounds pretty cool, or it sounds too good to be true, but I did. The thing that I did that was a big mistake was I ended up adding some of this stuff in, which couldn't really go through the engine that well and kept making it bog out. So, no more Lucas stuff. But, the stuff that does work is this stuff because it's more liquidy. That stuff's more of like a gel. I'd also just realized, you recommend using a whole bottle for like up to 20 gallons, and I have a 1 gallon tank, so it might not be the smartest idea to use the entire bottle. I might just use you know, parts of the bottle every fill up I do, but honestly, I'm not even gonna have to fill up that much. Like right now, I used my, I don't know where I put it. Well, I used my pump I got to siphon out all the gas. So I'm back on empty now. And I've been 4.5 miles so far on my 2011 moped scooter. But the main part of this video is you're probably wondering why everything's apart again. That's because I had to fix, first of all, I had to fix this speaker because turns out this thing straight didn't work, so I tucked it in near where the amp went, and it works perfectly now. Also, I bet you can see these 3 wires coming out of here. Those are for my underglow that I installed. Basically, what I did is, I got like a pack of 10 of those switches that I use in my car that are green. I got the same thing but in red, as you guys have seen before, mounted right there. And of course, you flip it, the switch lights up. I have to have that. So cool. Anyways, I'm going to kill the lights and show you what it looks like. The underglow looks like, yeah, here we go. Let's kill the lights. It doesn't look very bright on camera, but neither does that light. But believe me, it is pretty good for what it is. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a strip going along the bottom. Oh, I have to screw in some panels because all my wires are falling down again. But, it sticks out. It doesn't stick out too much, but it sticks out well enough. Here, let me do another walk around real quick. Yeah, so as you can see, it'll get the job done. It's enough street glow for me to not get pulled over with, especially on a moped. I mean, that'll look kind of silly. But, yeah, so that's that. I went down I gotta clean that still. I got some white residue stuff on that. But, I went down the road with the speakers, and oh my God, do they get loud. It's unbelievable. And honestly, I know how some people out there doubt SoundStorm in their ratings. So when I saw that these speakers were they ranged from 35 hertz to 20,000 hertz, I was like, wow, they're 2-inch speakers. How can that be? And how can they even get loud? But believe me, this whole kit is worth the $70 you'd pay for it. You get the slim amplifier, which is Class D technology, and you get 2 marine grade, as they call it, 2-inch waterproof loudspeakers. And damn, do they get loud. I mean, my iPod Classic over there is dead, and I'm using my iPhone to film this, so I can't really show you right now. But the speakers inside look really, really nice. They're like a woven blue. They're not made of paper. In fact, they look and feel real like they're good quality. And the surrounds are made of really thick rubber, which is good. So I don't think they're gonna blow. But the only thing I do have to do is if I want it up loud, I have to put the bass reducer setting on my equalizer on my iPod part of the iPhone, just so they don't really, because those little things get pretty good excursion, but I just like to keep it down so I don't have to blow them. But yeah, that's from front view. That's what they look like. Not too bad. And yeah, like I said, I just got this, I mean, just for fun, and because the price was so good on one of these, I just had to get one. And it's for when I'm, just until I get my motorcycle license and I step up to a street bike. this is, I mean, you can't complain. It gets you around. And then I got this thing over here that'll get fixed soon. But another thing I wanted to say is, oh my God. So I did a test, okay? You know those blue racing CDI boxes, that the ones I showed you in the past videos of my moped? Well, I got one for $12.95 on eBay, and some people say that they do make a huge difference, and some people say they don't do jack. So I did a test. I ran the old CDI, and then I ran the new CDI, and oh my God, I could climb hills. I was climbing as you guys know, I live in the middle of nowhere, and I was climbing hills like pretty fast. I was going at least 40 up some good hills. And with this CDI, I could barely get over 20 with that. So it really adds some extra power. And coming down the hills, I topped over the speedometer, which if you can, I don't know if you can see that right now, but for miles an hour, it goes up to 50. But my needle went over that until it was starting to jump, and it was crazy. But that was coming downhill, not a huge hill, but down a noticeable hill. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that the color I painted the speakers came out exactly the same color as the scooter. Here, I use this. If I can find it. Yep. It's Rust-Oleum Gloss Protective Enamel and Gloss Cherry, which I didn't find right away. I used like Gloss Sunrise Red, which was a little bit darker, but this cherry matches it perfectly. And I'm thinking, since that in that red cover you see that headlight, I'm thinking of taking this bulb out and swapping it for an LED, and eventually I'll put a 6000K HID kit up in there. But really, for the headlight being a halogen, it's bright enough. It's a dual beam, and it has great cutoff for the low beam part. I was surprised. Like, I'll have to show you guys sometime when I start it up, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, right, or 1:25 in the morning right now. So I don't really want to start it up and piss off my parents inside. So I'll show you guys at another time, along with the sound system when I get my iPod charged. But I mean, the sound system really gets the job done. It's loud enough. I got the volume knob, speaker shut-off switch, now underglow, and my aux jack down here that I finally got to remounting, so it's in there pretty tight. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know what other mods I'm going to do. Besides, like I said before, the filter is definitely one. When I go probably 50 miles or so, I'm going to switch to my Mobil 1 synthetic oil, because I heard that gives you a little bit more power, but you have to wait till the engine kind of breaks in. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. What else was I going to do? Originally, I thought about smoking out some of the lights, but I don't think I'm going to do that on this. Just because I don't want to mess too much with the lights that much. Like, I'll leave the tail lights the same, just because, red brake light, red bike, why not? But one paint-wise, the bottom is like white. I was thinking of painting that black, because I think the red and black would go together pretty well, especially because I got the red rims going on. And yeah, so basically, if you guys think of any mods that I should do, just, let me know. Oh my God, what the hell? Okay, that's not bad. But yeah, eventually I might bump the engine size up to 72 cc's and maybe get an exhaust. Those are the two maybes, because right now I'm really happy with the power this thing puts out, especially with just that CDI upgrade. But I'm definitely getting the filter sometime soon when I measure the outlet diameter of the intake, factory intake. But yeah, so that's it for now. This thing's going to come a long way. And I might upgrade the battery too. Who knows? But that's another video. Alright, peace out, guys.